Hello everybody and welcome into Mariemont High School and ICRC-TV's production of high school basketball in the Cincinnati Hills League. Alongside Owen Metz, I'm Luke Brenneman. And Owen, we have a serious matchup between the #1 seed in the CHL Conference versus the #3 seed, the host, Mariemont Warriors.
Now, this could be a big one for Wyoming. If they lose this one and then lose against Madeira, they could lose the CHL title going in as obvious favorites here tonight.
Yeah, Wyoming coming in as the favorite, 16-2 on the year, a perfect 11-0 in the conference. These guys, their toughest matchup in the conference was a 60-53 win over Madeira a couple weeks ago. Mariemont coming in with some serious momentum, now 11-6 overall and 7-4 in the league. What do you think we got to look out for tonight?
I think you got to look out for Wyoming from three. They shoot, 37% from three. You can't just give them open looks. Open looks, they're just going to knock them down and you're going to fall.
Yeah, and then for Mariemont, Owen, we know the story is Timmy Stewart. They're coming off a big-time win in the conference, a couple last week, actually, against Indian Hill. What do they have to do to give Wyoming a test tonight?
I think they really got to just take their time with the ball. They got to have the ball in their hands as much as possible. Don't turn it over, and then we got to knock down threes. Last time, we were 5 for 16. I mean, it's not bad, but you got to be able to hit more of those if you want to beat a team like this.
Yeah, Mariemont on the year, only 28% from the three-point line. As we take a look at the starters, Sammy Stalzer getting a rare start tonight, Owen, the freshman. He's been having a great month of January as we're now heading into February as of tomorrow, but he's had a little coming out party in the new year.
And here's Charlie Tully, really runs things for the Warriors. The facilitator, the point guard, gonna get it done.
Tanner Letton, just a straight up defensive scrapper for #3.
Yeah. Sacco Stalzer, sort of the same way, defensive scrapper, can run in transition.
And here's the guy to watch, ICRC player to watch, Timmy Stewart, averaging 18 points per game and 9 rebounds. This guy shoots a good 67% from the free throw line, and he likes to be there often, and he's gonna need to be there often with his size, as you can see on this tip, going up against Quade Howard, the junior from Wyoming. Stewart, enormous size advantage, but that's how Wyoming likes to play. They like to run, be athletic, and knock down the three when they get the chance.
And I think that's what this kind of Sammy Stalzer start here is for. Sammy's an athletic kid. He's going to be able to run with them, I think.
Stewart actually loses the tip as Howard tips it back to Trentcamp. Here's the freshman running the show, Kellen Wiley. Last time these guys played, Wiley had 13 points for the freshmen. Svedson for 3, it's good. Wyoming within the first 15 seconds knocks it down.
That's a guy you got to watch out for, obviously, on Wyoming. One of their best players. Shooting good from 3. You can't give him that open of a look, as I said.
Yeah, Stalzer drives, fades in the paint. This one rattles about every part of the rim, and we have a 3-2 game. Svedson, 11 points per game. Sammy Stalzer, he's been great, like we said earlier. Wyoming, they like to take their time, Owen, get the best look. That's why they only average 22 rebounds per game as a team.
Yeah, we were looking at that, and we were thinking there's no way, but as a team only averaging 11, you gotta obviously be hitting your shots, and then you gotta be taking your time with the ball and getting as much out of a possession as you can.
They come out in a little bit of a press. Now they're gonna fall back. Tully really runs the show for the Warriors offense. This guy is about as sure-handed as it gets as a point guard. He tore up the St. X press on the road in a very tough matchup for the Warriors. Obviously outsized and outmanned at St. X, and Tully went to work in that game, dropping double digits and some.
He's a guy you can count him down. He's going to have a couple great assists a night. The guy sees the floor really well. Here we have Letton at the line.
Owen, what do you think about this new starting lineup for the Warriors? Obviously, very similar to what it's been all year, but with Stalzer in, I think it gives it a new look. Obviously, both Stalzer brothers playing, but Sacco, the junior, been a starter all season long. Now Sammy playing the shooting guard position. Do you like it, as it looks like Nolan Thigh is the one who is going to be on the bench instead?
I think I do like it. Sammy's more lengthy kid, obviously like longer, bigger kid, and he can still run with this Wyoming team, and I think that was the point in this start here. Just give him a little bit more size and also still be athletic.
Here's Wiley up top, Letton guarding him. 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Kick out. Svensson thought about it. Back to Wiley. Open look for three. Off the mark. Offensive rebound, Grayson, but he pushed off.
Like, I mean, it's good defensive possession, but again, another open three. I think you gotta stop giving him those open looks. I mean, it was a well-designed whatever they did to get him open in the corner, but you can't be giving him open looks like that. A team that shoots 37% from three is gonna eventually start knocking those down.
Yeah, and Wiley, a 46% three-point shooter on his own as a freshman. So we got a big-time matchup between the 9th graders tonight with Sam Stalzer and Kellen Wiley.
I hate to say it, but that's the kind of shot you don't want as a Warrior basketball player right now. He just brought it right down the court and went right in. And I mean, it is a contested shot. You need something better look than that.
Wiley up and under, too strong. Rebound Stalzer. And the Warriors going the other way. 3-3 with just under 6 left in the first quarter. And they're going to get Tully for an over and back. Very nice defensive play from Darren Gray, the freshman who just came off the bench. But it looked like Gray might have tipped that one behind the line.
I couldn't really get a great look for it, but I don't know. It kind of looked like he tapped Charlie, and then Charlie's leg hit it back. I couldn't really tell, but.
Wyoming a big favorite in tonight's game. Their only 2 losses, like we said, both out of the conference. They lost to Northwest 43-41 on December 10th, and then more recently on the 21st, so nearly a week ago, they lost at Oakwood 57-55. So their 2 losses combining for 4 points together. This Wyoming team has proven they can compete with anybody, Owen.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is these open threes that they've been getting, and Svensson knocks another one down. That's 3 open threes in the first 2.5 minutes of this game. You gotta slow those down.
Yes, Svensson, the senior, he's proven that he can fill it up. He hit that one from a couple feet behind the line, too. Here's Quaid Howard from the short corner, and sure-handed he is. 8-3, Wyoming leads. They're coming to life with the jump shots. Stalzer to Stalzer, now way underneath all the way to Tanner Letton. Nice one-handed catch. The Warriors will reset with Charlie Tully at the top of the key.
I think the Warriors need to get Timmy Stewart more involved here. He's been the bread and butter of this team for a couple years now, and he's really not been getting the ball.
Yeah, he has a pretty good matchup, if you ask me, with Trenkamp, who's about 4 inches shorter than him. As Stewart's on the low block, he pops out. They swing it to Stalzer. Down the baseline, tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Warriors. Darren Gray playing pretty good defense last couple minutes.
And here comes Will Stevens and Nolan Thigh for the Stalzer brothers. You're losing a little bit of size here with the Warriors. I don't know. This Wyoming team isn't the biggest team, but they're sure not just going to give it to you.
Stevens goes baseline. The ball was knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Mariemont once again. So in the last game that they played Wyoming at their place, the Cowboys won 66-53. So just off the bench was Will Stevens. He had 9 points in that game. So for the guard who's not averaging too many this year, Will Stevens proved that he has an answer for this Wyoming defense. Let's see if he can get it going now that he's fresh off the bench. Rebound Cowboys going the other way. Trenkamp back out for 3. Darren Gray, and this one's good once again. Wyoming 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. The Warriors find a hole in the press, and they get a free deuce going the other way. Back and forth we go. Warriors trail by 6 with just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, there was another open look from 3. Like I said, I'm going to keep saying that they got to slow those down, or it's going to be a long night for this Warriors defense.
Darren Gray, great drop off to Quaid Howard inside, and he traveled before he went up with it. Warriors will make 2 substitutions, bringing in both Sams, Sam Northrup and Sam Klecker, the senior and junior.
This Wyoming press, it just seems that they're just trying to make it a hard time for them to get the ball in, and they're really just falling back. But it seems like it's been working because they've been getting a lot of tipped balls just on either side of the court.
Stevens for 3, short. Offensive rebound, Stewart back up, and he stepped out of bounds before he makes the layup. Seems like Wyoming just might not see Will Stevens out there. He had a wide open layup a couple seconds ago.
I mean, but as Will Stevens, that's a shot you got to hit. There's no one within 10 feet of you. You got to knock that down.
Yeah, I'm sure the Warriors would love to have that look moving forward the rest of this game. Here's Trentkamp working on Northrop. Kick out. Inside, another pass to Howard. This one's taken away by Stevens. Here he goes in transition. Dribbles it into the corner. Gets it to Klecker on the wing. Klecker to Northrop. There's Timmy Stewart for three, first shot of the night. I don't even know if that hit any rim. It's going to stay here, though.
Looked like it hit off the front of the rim and bounced right down. But I don't know, another decent look for the Warriors.
Inside to Stewart, and he's fouled.
Timmy going to the line. 67% from the free throw line. We'll see how he pans out with these two.
Stewart knocks it in. These Wyoming guys, they love their freshmen up north, Owen.
Yeah, they've got 5 freshmen, it looks like, on the varsity team.
We've already gotten a look at a couple of them. Devin Evans, 22, currently in the game. Kellen Wiley, 1, started, and now he's back in the game. And then just taking a break moments ago, 15, Darren Gray. So 3 looks at 3 different freshmen.
And Billingsley actually just checked into the game as well. So.
And Billingsley, it's tough to miss him.
Yeah.
Jeez. Look at that size.
Yeah, that's
just a freshman. Inside, another steal by Will Stevens. The Warriors, they've been watching some film, Owen.
Yeah, it really, like you said, it looks like this Wyoming team can't even see Will Stevens. 2 wide open looks and 2 steals right after he checks in.
Sam Klecker resets. He has Billingsley guarding him, a little bit of an odd matchup. Northrop for 3. Short once again for the Warriors. Offensive rebound, Nolan Thigh. Kick out, Will Stevens. Gonna take a Stewart screen, dribble it into the short corner. Spin move, falls down, and is tied up, and this ball is gonna go to the Cowboys. That's something that just from watching the Warriors week in and week out, Owen, they do that too often. They dribble into the corner, and nothing really good happens on the corner unless you just gain the baseline.
Yeah, from when you start playing basketball, your coaches tell you never dribble it and pick it up in the corner. And these guys just seem to gravitate towards the corner, and nothing ever good happens there.
Sacco checks back in. We get our first look at senior Maddie Mitchell for the Cowboys. Same with Ben Adkins.
Looks like the Warriors are subbing in Pierce Hanser to try to match up this size with Billingsley.
Cowboys for 3, off the mark. We're gonna get an over and back foul going on the Cowboys. Warriors ball down 4 with 94 seconds left in the first quarter. Warriors defensively have shown up thus far.
I agree with that, except for the couple of open looks. I mean, they didn't make one of them, but there's 4 open looks, and I think a team that shoots 37% from the three-point line is going to start knocking them down.
Inside, Jackson Late thought about going up against the tower. Billingsley finds Northrop, nice shot fake, and here's the floater. Right hand finish is good from the senior, and it's a 2-point game. Maddie Mitchell, kick out to Evans, thought about it, back to Mitchell in the corner. Good defense by Late on the closeout. Wiley up top, working on Northrop, under a minute left in the first quarter. Double teamed, kick out, Evans for 3. String music.
It's another one, another open look. And just looking at the Warriors play defense, I just see at least one player of possession who just looks lost and can't find their man. You just can't have that against a team like this.
Yeah, Stalzer turns it over. A little bit surprised that Devin Evans, the guy who you just saw knock down the 3 to extend Wyoming's lead, didn't get a start tonight. He had 17 points and 6 boards in the first matchup versus Mariemont.
Pretty dominant in the first matchup there, but I mean, again, looking for him to be dominant again here tonight.
Devin Evans is about the most freshman-looking freshman on this Wyoming team. To see 17 next to his name is a little bit surprising, but after seeing him knock down that 3, watching him stroke it in warm-ups, he can fill it up. Corner, Svedson for his third of the game. It's good. Wyoming filling it up on the road from deep. Wow, their 5th triple of the game.
Seems like this team cannot miss from beyond the arc.
They extend their lead to 8. We're under 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Warriors need a response. They had cut it to 2. Now Wyoming back-to-back threes going on a 6-0 run to get this lead up to 8. Now 8 seconds remain. They need to get a shot off. Tully takes Hanser's screen. Inside, kick out. Sam Stalzer to beat the buzzer. Off the mark, rebound Billingsley, and the Cowboys will not get a shot off. But after the first quarter of play, Wyoming making it rain from the outside. They lead 17-9. We'll be back with the second quarter on ICRC-TV. Welcome back to Mariemont High School. Alongside Owen Metz, I'm Luke Brenneman, and it was an electrifying first quarter. Back and forth we went with Wyoming shooting it early and often on the road. They lead 17-9. Warriors will start with the ball and try to cut into this early deficit.
Wyoming, I think, shot 5 for 6 from beyond the arc in that first quarter. If you're the Warriors, you have to stop the open looks from beyond the arc. They're going to knock them down.
Stalzer step back, little too strong, rebound Wiley. Wiley moving it quick, down the lane, right hand, he'll shoot 2.
For this Warriors offense or defense, I mean, you got to focus on being able to get those rebounds, because Wyoming, a low rebounding team, I think that's how you get in this game, and that's how you win this game, is by getting as many rebounds as you can.
Wiley 0 for 2. They're going to get a lane violation anyway, so it didn't matter. Mariemont's going to start scoring, Owen. The first matchup, they scored 53, so that wasn't really a problem on the road.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like to be more of a problem at home, because 9 points in a quarter, it's just not going to cut it against this Wyoming offense.
They got to get Stewart involved. He's going to set the screen for Tully. He's open on the wing. Shot fake on Billingsley, up into 2 defenders, and he walked. Averaging 2.6 turnovers a game is the senior Stewart.
That's another thing that happened in the first quarter, Warriors. I think it was 3 or 4 turnovers in the first quarter. You've got to cut down on those. You can't give Wyoming the ball.
On the back cut is Gray, and a beautiful design. Caught the Warriors sleeping. It was Wiley and Gray. Freshman to freshman extends the lead to 10. Timeout Mariemont with 6:57 left in the first half of play. The Warriors need to clean it up.
Yeah, much needed timeout, I think. Way too many open looks, either from beyond the arc or the one you just saw right there. That just can't happen.
Now this Wyoming team is coached by Matt Brooks. Assistant coaches Mark Heigl, Mike Anderson, and Tim Edmonds. Wyoming won the freshman game, started at 4 o'clock today. The JV won for Mariemont, and then now to end the split decision, the varsity team in Wyoming off to the early start, 19-9. The Warriors need to clean it up and do it in a hurry, because this Wyoming team, they show no mercy. 11-0 in the league. 16-2 overall. They're coming for it all in Division II this year. Sam Stalzer in the corner, scoreless thus far. Coming inside, right hand, tough shot.
I think Sam Stalzer had a bucket to start the game.
Oh, my bad.
And there's a steal for him.
He gets it right back. They call a blocking foul. If I'm not mistaken, did he call that on the floor? He did.
It looks like he did.
Oh, that's a confusing call. But
to me, that's also a rough one to make. I get it, he's moving, but Sam Stalzer obviously lowered his shoulder. He invited that contact right there.
Stewart doubled, kick out for Stalzer. Another look at three, and it's blocked by Wiley. Disgusting athleticism out of Kellen Wiley to get his hands on that one. Looked like an open look for Sam Stalzer. He tips another one. Crowd by Wiley. This ball's up in the air, and he's fouled.
I think Stalzer is a great player, and he can shoot the three ball, but I think he's getting a little too comfortable. The step back and then the blocked three. Maybe it's time to really think about your look and maybe look for a different one.
Yeah, that's something that the Cowboys are very good at, Owen. They pass up on a good look to get a great one.
Looks like the Warriors are in some form of zone now.
Like a 2-1-2 almost.
Looks like a 1-3-1 kind of.
Yeah, they're moving all over the place. Same with Wyoming. They're playing a little bit of an exotic zone. On the other end of the floor, Svedson off the mark. Offensive rebound, Wiley right into Letton for two, and a tough one.
That's just not good for the Warriors right there. You're taking something that this Wyoming team is not very good at, and you just gave them two offensive rebounds in one possession.
There's another one and done for Mariemont. Wyoming coming the other way now with a 12-point lead. Letton jumps the pass, doesn't get it. Gray tries to swing it down the baseline and almost threw it in the locker rooms. Warriors ball.
I don't know what you're doing with that pass there. You got to put like the perfect spin on that one to get it over where he was looking, and it didn't happen there. Warriors offense seems to have no problem with the little bit of press that they're giving them. They haven't turned it over in the backcourt yet.
Tully finds Stewart. Stewart's got to post this up and get physical. He's got 6 inches on the freshman Gray. Probably a couple dozen pounds as well. He's calling for it, he's working for it, and this one's too strong from Sacco Stalzer. Stolen away by Wiley. Here come the Cowboys.
I think they need to get Stewart involved in a different type of way. They can't just give it to him and expect him to work one-on-one, because Wyoming will not take a one-on-one matchup with any of the Wyoming defenders against Timmy Stewart. I think what you got to do is you got to get him open and create looks for him.
Wiley misses, and then Stalzer's fouled by Gray after the rebound. Wyoming racking up the fouls. That's now their 6th, so the Warriors will be in the bonus, shooting the 1-and-1 after the next one.
I mean, that's another great spot you could be in. I mean, obviously being in the bonus this early could come out hurtful for the Cowboys here.
Yeah, the Warriors will definitely take free looks from the charity stripe, especially considering the way this one has started.
Here comes almost a whole new team for the Warriors.
They're trying to beat the press right now. Stevens, long pass to Jake Bowling. First look for the senior, right up and off the mark once again for Mariemont, just not converting when they have the chance, and Will Stevens fouls Gray.
That's just way too many. I mean, I wouldn't call them open layups, but lightly contested layups that they're just not making right now, that they have to make in order to beat this Cowboys team.
Yeah, Mariemont as a team shoots 42% from the field. Obviously, they've struggled from 3 all season, under 30%, but some of these baskets, right, well, I guess I would say misses tonight, are typically baskets for the Warriors if you watch them a lot. Here's Trent Camp, dribbles right into the zone and turns it over. Bolin fumbling it around, gets a nice pass to Sam Klecker, who's now going to push the other way with Nolan Thigh. Here come the Warriors. Stevens on the block. Goes up, tough right-hand fadeaway, no good. Rebound, Matty Mitchell.
I think that's a spot where you stop and you pass the ball and look for another look.
It's a very sloppy sequence of events for both teams. Turnover after turnover. Stevens dribbling in, kick out, corner. Nolan Thigh thought about the three, now goes baseline. Ball's knocked away by Svedson. Warriors just aren't really getting too many looks here offensively. Oh, and turnover, Sam Klecker. Nice play by Deuce Wiley.
And then turnover, Cowboys. Really sloppy couple possessions of basketball here.
Yeah, Matt Rooks is furious with his squad right now. 3 straight turnovers for the Cowboys.
I mean, how could you not be with 3 straight turnovers?
Warriors haven't capitalized yet, though. Here's a chance. They have Sam Northrup wide open underneath as he scores his 2nd basket of the game. Seems like every time Sam Northrup comes to these games, he does something good, and he's not playing nearly as much as other guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Sam, just watching him ever since he was in 7th grade, just feel like he's got a clutch gene in him. It's just when you need a bucket, Sam's always a guy I feel like you can go to.
Absolutely, he's never scared. It's a tough matchup. I mean, playing the #1 team in the conference is the #3 seed. Obviously, Wyoming athletes all over the place. Warriors cut the lead to 10, Owen.
Wyoming coming off their called timeout. What do you think they're talking about in there?
I mean, they just got to clean it up. They're shooting the ball very well. Once they get it across, if they don't turn it over, it seems like they're getting the look that they want. Here's Svedson for 3 once again, and what's new? Will Svedson, now his 9th point of the game on 3 triples.
I feel like the man just can't miss from 3 right now.
He's feeling it. Klecker in response, no good. It's been the story of the first half so far. We still have 2.5 minutes left. Trenkamp finds Deuce Wiley. Kick to Mitchell inside. He's going to go up with the right-hand layup, and he's going to score.
And that's what the 3, being able to shoot from beyond the arc, does for you right there. You see Svedson was in the corner. Both Warriors gravitated towards him, worrying about the triple, and wide open layup.
Jake Bowling, a little bit of a circus shot there as he was spinning and just heaving it up. Cowboys dominating thus far.
Like I was saying, shooting this well from beyond the arc right now is just opening up so many more opportunities for the Cowboys because the Warriors have to respect it.
Evans and Mitchell not on the same page there. Evans thought Mitchell wanted the corner triple, but Matty was actually cutting to the rim instead. Seems like the last couple Wyoming trips is a 3-ball or a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously working for Wyoming, but you want to clean it up. Stop turning the ball over as much, maybe get some more looks.
Here's Charlie Tully. Actually haven't seen too much of him in the first half, surprisingly. Stewart inside, double comes. Timmy fights through it, misses the first look, offensive rebound, goes up again, fighting for the second one and can't get it. 0 for 2 in the paint on that possession for Timmy Stewart. He just can't get it going. And the Cowboys are doing a very good job neutralizing a potential CHL Player of the Year candidate.
As I said, I mean, the Cowboys aren't going to want to take a one-on-one matchup with anyone against Timmy Stewart. He got the ball in his hands, and you saw the double come instantly.
Wiley fading, and it's good. Wow. Kellen Wiley. Nice finishes at the rim.
Great shot take by Letton there.
Stewart walks. He just throws it at the rim in frustration. Warriors now trail by 17. It is all Wyoming right now.
This Warriors team is just struggling tonight. Can't get anything going, can't get anything to fall right next to the basket.
It's really sucked out the energy of a packed house tonight at Mariemont High School. Students are here. Entire middle section is filled. We even have the upper deck starting to get a little crowded up here with the band.
If you're Mariemont going into halftime, what adjustments are you making? What are you trying to stop here? Trying to fix?
Well, defensively, they gave up 66 in the first game, so we'll see how this possession works. Wyoming may elect to take the last shot, but it looks like they're going to try to do with inside the final 25 seconds. But I mean, outside of the three ball that they're giving up too many open looks, like we said, they're not getting killed defensively. Giving up 60 is not the end of the world for a Mariemont team that we've seen with Dave Caldwell. They like to score because they like to shoot it quick, as once again, Wiley just goes right inside and finishes at the rim.
But it looks like that I think are just killing the Warriors. That's a wide open.
Oh, yes, that's inexcusable there, but they got to find a way to score. Nobody's going to win if you score 11 in the first half. And a very depressing first half for the home Warriors. They trail 30-11, but Wyoming showing up and showing out. The freshmen filling it up with Wiley, the senior Svedson, and just overall Cowboys dominant in the first half. With ICRC-TV, we'll be back for the second half of play. Stick around.
Coffee first, then I have to get those agendas out.
Lasagna tonight, chicken tomorrow. Do we still have potatoes?
Matthew's got a baseball practice at 6.
I should really do laundry tonight.
People with jobs, with families, with someplace to be. Let's help each other by safely sharing the road. Tri-State Trails, connecting what moves us.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Hi, I'm Doug Uke, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The OHSAA seeks to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in all of our athletic programs and is dedicated to working towards making sure they are free from any form of discrimination, harassment, and bullying. We strive to make all of our student athletes feel welcome and safe. Please join me in helping create an environment that emphasizes respect, teamwork, and understanding in order to build a culture that celebrates both the accomplishments and uniqueness of all of our participants.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hi, I'm Beanie Wells. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing that student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC-TV Sports. Three-pointer. Got it! What a goal! Mariemont going to the championship!
Coffee first, then I have to get those agendas out.
Lasagna tonight, chicken tomorrow. Do we still have potatoes?
Matthew's got a baseball practice at 6.
I should really do laundry tonight.
People with jobs, with families, with someplace to be. Let's help each other by safely sharing the road. Tri-State Trails, connecting what moves us.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Hi, I'm Doug Uke, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The OHSAA seeks to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in all of our athletic programs and is dedicated to working towards making sure they are free from any form of discrimination, harassment, and bullying. We strive to make all of our student athletes feel welcome and safe. Please join me in helping create an environment that emphasizes respect, teamwork, and understanding in order to build a culture that celebrates both the accomplishments and uniqueness of all of our participants.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hi, I'm Beanie Wells. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing that student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
'If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field. If I play sports for my school, if I play sports for my school,
If I play sports for my school,
I will learn how to be a leader.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back for the second half of action at Mariemont High School between the home Warriors versus the Wyoming Cowboys. Cowboys lead 30-11 in a first half beatdown. But Owen, if we know one thing from the Warriors, is they're a second half team.
I mean, yeah, way better in the second half with the Warriors, but it's going to be hard to come back from only scoring 11 points in the first half.
Yeah, what I've actually been surprised about is the two stars of the game that we circled coming in, Lance Grayson and Timmy Stewart, both seniors on their respective squads. They haven't made an impact whatsoever on this game. For the Wyoming, it's been the freshman Wiley and, of course, the senior Svedson knocking down 3 triples. And then for the Warriors, to be completely honest, with their 11 points in the first half, it's been nobody.
Yeah, you can't really highlight anybody. I think the highest score they have is 4 points.
And that would be Sam Northrop. We'll see if he finds himself an elevated role in the second half. Warriors 5 will be their starting 5. Stalzer, Stewart, Letton, and Tully.
I think if you're the Warriors, you got to find buckets, and you got to find them quick now.
It's a great way to find it right there. If you get Timmy Stewart on the low block, with any guy in this league, I trust him, let alone this Wyoming team who doesn't have a starter over 6'3". Gray, inside reverse layup over Stewart. Tough one is good.
I think if you're the Warriors, you gotta slow down those looks from Wyoming. I mean, that wasn't a great look, but it's good enough to take a shot and be able to make it. And I think you have to. The Warriors just didn't seem like they were getting even mediocre looks in the first half. They were settling for step back threes that were getting blocked, and like fadeaway layups. I think you have to just kick the ball out and take your time.
I loved the design that Dave Caldwell came out with for Timmy Stewart to start the half. We'll see if we get more of that. Sam Stalzer inside, drops it off to Stewart. No shot, offensive foul. Sam Stalzer, Louis Trenkamp standing in and taking the hit to gain his team the ball.
Not much you can do there for Sam Stalzer. I mean, he was up in the air, and I think Louis just found his way under him.
Super smart play from Trenkamp, and that's just kind of the theme of this entire Cowboys team.
I think they're all just a very disciplined basketball team. They're not going to chuck up a bad shot. Besides that string of a couple turnovers, they've been playing disciplined, very fundamental basketball.
I think the best part about this Cowboy team is that when you come in and you play a team like Mariemont, you know Timmy Stewart's their guy. He's going to shoot the ball 15 to 20 times a game because that's really how they score and how they win. With Wyoming, we know that Lance Grayson, top 5 scorer in the league, comes in to this game tonight averaging 14 a game. He's scoreless so far, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was a great decision by Sacco. He realized a contested layup like that was just not as good of an option as one that they might get.
And then back to the point earlier, Devin Evans, who scored 17 in the first matchup, he's coming off the bench for Wyoming. Will Svedson, he's kind of at the bottom of the list. Of course, averaging 11 points per game, which is really good, but compared to some of the other guys, Svedson isn't one that you obviously circle, but he doesn't pop out statistically, but it really proves that Wyoming can score on every single level with every single guy, top to bottom of their bench, not just starting 5. Offensive rebound and putback for Will Stevens.
It obviously worked for him, but again, the look, I just think you could have got a better look if you're Charlie Tully.
Evans inside, high floater, over Stewart in the paint, and Wyoming puts the lead once again back to 19, 34-15. With 5:40 in the third quarter.
Just the way this Wyoming team shoots the ball opens up so many more aspects of the game for them because they can spread the floor so well. If Svedsson's 3 feet beyond the arc, you have to guard him because he can knock that shot down, and that just opens up so many more open looks for the Cowboys.
That's the same with Devin Evans and Wiley, to be honest. Evans pull up, it's good. That's a 2 and a long one. Cowboys now lead by 21.
The Warriors are doing a little bit better of a job putting the ball in the basket, but they're just not giving themselves a chance on defense. It's every time there's a Warrior bucket, there's a Cowboy bucket, and you just can't have that.
Yeah, they need to string together stops. Very nice basket by Tanner Letton. Warriors just aren't getting back on defense. Wyoming it's like 2 passes and they have a look. Evans passed up on that one. Warriors need stops if they're going to get back in it.
Like I said earlier, it just seems like somebody's lost every defensive possession. Somebody can't find their man. And when you have a team that can shoot the ball like this, that's just, you can't have that.
Rebound, Sacco Stalzer. They're pushing it the other way. Stop. Stewart for 3. No good. Rebound, Quade Howard. Wyoming will take their first time out of the second half, but looks like the Warriors are doing more offensively as a brighter spot. They still trail by 19, but getting the ball into Timmy Stewart, playing through him, and other guys are getting involved. We saw a layup from Will Stevens. We saw a very nice one start the half from Timmy himself, and then moments ago, was Tanner Letton on the short jumper.
I think it's obviously looking like a better offense for the Warriors, but the defense now has to step up. If you're going to come back from 19 points, you have to slow this Cowboys offense down.
Same 5 for the Warriors. For the Cowboys, it's Evans, Svedsson, Hauer, Matty Mitchell, and Trenkamp. Here's Devin Evans, the freshman. I still can't believe that they start so many freshmen. Evans from the same spot he hit the one earlier. No good. Rebound, Charlie Tully. Warriors trying to move. This is what they like to do. They're good in transition. Here's Letton right into Evans, and 1. Chance to cut it to a 16-point game with 4:04 left in the third. Tanner Letton coming alive to start the second half.
And that's where the Warriors, they're going to shine. If they can get the ball out and they can move, they're going to come back. They're going to make it closer, but, I mean, defensively, got to step it up still.
Oh, and do you think the Warriors just statistically all season playing really good in the second half is a testament to the coaching, or just that they're not ready to go to start the game?
I think it really depends on the night. It's like, I think tonight it might have been not very ready to go because they just came out looking flat and not really playing their type of basketball. But I think that it is a testament to the coaching that Dave Caldwell is able to make these adjustments and see them from over there. I think that's a testament to what kind of coach he is.
Warriors will put in a new 3 with Thigh, Klecker, and Northrop checking in. Grayson, Gray with an interesting inbound play, getting up to Gray. No good. It'll be Warriors ball. Grayson and Gray, along with Billingsley, will check in for the Cowboys. Warriors get another stop, another chance to continue to cut into this massive deficit, which is 121. Warriors currently on a 5-0 run.
You see that right there. I think that was a great Wyoming defense. Timmy got his post up, and then as soon as they even looked to pass it to him, there was a guy from backside help already there.
The Warriors can live with the look that Timmy Stewart just had. He got physical. He went into Gray, who's only about 6'1", who goes down coast to coast and misses the layup. Rebound, Will Stevens, taken away by Billingsley. And Stevens fouls him in an effort to get it back once again, but got to start cashing in, even on the second chance there from Sam Northrop. Seems like one and done has been too often. And they got the second chance look, just couldn't convert.
Yeah, I feel like they're, like I said, this Cowboys team, not the greatest rebounding team, but they're getting offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds that I just feel like they shouldn't be.
Matty Mitchell up top. Finds Gray. He's taking the last 2 Cowboy shots. Mitchell, corner, 3. Was about halfway down and then spit back out. Rebound Klecker. And he'll slow it down for Mariemont. They're looking to get the ball to Stewart. And Gray is just holding on him right now as he finally gets booked for a call. Getting super physical for on Stewart, who's obviously significantly bigger than him. He's done a nice job, but just tackled him there.
I think he's done a nice job, but also the help defense from the Cowboys is doing a great job. I think this is a 2-3 zone, and they're just, as soon as you see Timmy Stewart post up down there, there's some backside help, ready to knock it out if he gets the pass in.
Northrop goes inside and immediately regrets that decision as Billingsley sends it right back. Steal Lance Grayson, and Northrop fouls him. Pretty good decision from Northrop after turning it over.
Yeah.
To not give Grayson an easy deuce at the other end. Oh, and look out. This might start to get a little chippy. Grayson had something to say to Northrop after the foul. And then when Stewart got dragged down, he got right back up in Darren Gray's face.
These games can easily get chippy when they're out of hand. Both teams kind of just not really caring about the score towards the end and just getting chippy with each other.
Still a basketball game right now, 36-20, 2:15 left in the third. Here's Wiley inside, up and under, no good. It's gonna go to the Warriors. Defense has improved mightily. Warriors holding the Cowboys scoreless the last couple of possessions.
Only 6 points in 6 minutes in this third quarter. That's pretty good, but the offense still has to step it up more to cut this deficit.
Owen Thigh picks up his dribble, gives it to Klecker, who's just
swarmed by Cowboy defenders.
Yeah. Grayson, kick out. Billingsley for 3. No good. Rebound Stewart. Under 2 minutes. 1:40 to go in the third. Timmy inside. Good pass to Nolan Thigh. Goes up. No good. Offensive rebound Northrop. And there's his 6th point of the game. The stick back, and now it's a 14-point game. Warriors continuing to hang around. Grayson going the other way. Kick out. Svedson for 3. High arcing shot. Off the mark. Rebound Northrop. Will Stevens wide open in transition. Right hand layup, and it's a 12-point basketball game with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Mariemont continuing to do what they've done all year, crawl their way back in the second half.
This defense these past couple of possessions by the Warriors has been great. The great closeout by Sam Klecker there on Svedson, knowing that he has a hot hand, getting out there and getting in his face.
Defense into offense. Obviously, when the Warriors get set against Wyoming zone, they are ineffective. You saw Northrop get a good rebound there on the long rebound. They were immediately gone with Stevens right up the floor to get an easy 2 and a quick one too, considering they're down double digits as we head into the final frame.
And that's what you need when you're down double digits. You need quick baskets. You need basket after basket. You need to climb back into this game.
Cowboys are trying to take the last shot of the third quarter. Stolen away by Stewart. Here's Timmy in transition. Inside, right hand, difficult shot, too strong. Offensive rebound, back up, too short. Rebound, Billingsley knocked out of bounds to the Cowboys off Sam Northrop, and he does not like that call.
I think that was another one of those forced shots by Stewart there. I mean, he just came down in, and then he had 2 to 3 Cowboy defenders on him and still just went up with the shot.
You know, Owen, I like it. I think that he's got to get fouled at some point down there. And for a guy that finds himself at the line a lot of the time, he's not getting the calls that he typically gets tonight, whether that's his fault or not. Grayson right up into Northrop. Terrific
Great
defense from Sam Northrop.
Northrop.
Stewart from about 3/4 court never had a chance, but a very exciting start to the second half. And the Warriors win the third quarter. What was it? 13-6. And we have a basketball game all of a sudden. We'll be back with the fourth quarter to play. I know there's no way you're leaving if you just saw the third quarter. We'll see you in a couple of moments.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game. The Warriors in the state finals! State finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we come!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
ICRC-TV.
Welcome back. The fourth quarter of play is underway at Mariemont High School. Wyoming leads 36-24. But after the Warriors once trailed by 19 at half, they immediately cause a timeout from the Cowboys as they get a nice double team in the corner. So a very inspiring third quarter as they win the quarter by 7, like we mentioned earlier before the break. But Owen, for them to complete this comeback and get out of here with just a miraculous win, what's going to have to happen?
I think they have to do what they were just doing. They have to pressure the ball when the Cowboys have it. They can't leave these open looks, and they have to force turnovers and force that style of play that they played for a little bit of a stretch of the third quarter where they're playing fast-paced, they're getting a bucket, they're getting a steal, and getting another one. They have to do that more.
Talking to a couple of Mariemont players throughout the school day today, they mentioned that in preparation for this matchup with the 1 seed in the CHL, they said Wyoming, they like to take their time and get the looks that they want. So hopefully with that preparation came, hey, maybe when we're down in this game, we have to find a way to get the ball back. And that's what they got to do right now. They've done a really good job of forcing Wyoming into quick and somewhat bad shots, which led to the success earlier, but they need more of that if they're going to get this under double digits and then eventually take it into the final couple minutes of the ball game.
And I've been saying that the Warriors need to be more picky with their shots all night, but I think at this point, you got to start taking what you can get, and you just got to hope they fall.
Back cut Svedson, kick out to Evans. Stevens doing a very good job defensively tonight. Here's Lance Grayson going baseline on Stewart, now double teamed, has to chuck it out of bounds, and that's going to be Warrior basketball. It is not Lance Grayson's night tonight, and you can see the frustration in the Cowboys star player.
I think that's a great coaching adjustment right there by Dave Caldwell. You have to bring pressure down 12, and the pressure is obviously paying off. A timeout and a turnover. Great coaching adjustment there.
Back cut Stewart, bad pass from Tanner Letton. That's a very bad turnover. Dave Caldwell chucking his clipboard in frustration.
Can you blame him there? That was a great drawn up play. I mean, just missed pass. That's what you can't have. Down 12, you can't be giving out those kind of turnovers.
Here's the sharpshooter, Svedson. Will Stevens knocks it away from Will Svedson, ripped away by Tanner Letton. In transition, here come the Warriors. Letton looked to have traveled. Looks like he is bobbing on the ball. And the Warriors maintain possession. Stewart inside, into Evans. Once again, no good from Timmy Stewart. Just can't get it to go in the painted area through 3 quarters, and now into a minute and a half in the fourth.
The Warriors have to stop these long possessions by the Cowboys. They have to start making them take longer possession, shorter possessions, so they can get the ball in their hands.
There's Darren Gray with the 2. Very sloppy right now. Tully baseline. Oh my gosh, that angle.
I don't know how he even got that to hit the rim, to be honest. He looked like he was well behind the backboard on that one.
Yeah, oh, and you and I are sitting up here in the so-called rafters of Mariemont High School, and we get to see that angle perfectly. Like you said, it was impressive that it was even on target.
Here comes Northrop for Letton.
Northrop 6 points tonight. And you said he has the clutch gene.
I don't know how much clutch gene's gonna do for you when you're down 14 here.
Another Wyoming timeout. Warriors giving them problems defensively. 5:52 left in the fourth. A little bit of a slow start offensively for Mariemont. They continue to hang around there. Give a shout out to our crew tonight, working with ICRC-TV, Jason Dudley, the executive producer, Michael Asher, the man running the show inside the truck, producing and directing. And then, of course, Luke Brenneman and Owen Metz on the call tonight for you guys, Mariemont students, and then working the cameras as well. Mariemont students Evan Aquavi, JP Whittakin, and Theo Jones, as well as Trey Capo working on the floor with the camera you saw just a couple of shots ago. Pretty good matchup, Tuesday night hoops in the Cincinnati Hills Conference.
Very low scoring for these two teams.
Yeah, like we said multiple times, Wyoming, they beat Mariemont 66-53 in an entirely different game script on their home court.
Yeah, this Wyoming team averages almost 58 points a game, and they're far from that right now.
Wiley takes it inside, and he traveled. The defense has been there. I've been saying it. Obviously, Svedson made it rain in the first half. Pretty much this entire Cowboy roster did. They were hitting triple after triple, looking like the Golden State Warriors.
But it has slowed down since even that first quarter. I think they had 17 in the first quarter.
Tully for three. No good.
That's got to be a, oh.
Whoa.
I don't know how you don't call that on Svedson there, but looks like it's on Timmy Stewart.
Svedson.
Full out.
Yeah, it's like a right hook.
Yeah.
He just shoved Stewart, and they booked Stewart for that.
I think there could have been a Stewart foul prior to the shove, but I think as a ref, the shove would have caused me to go the other way.
Absolutely. Tempers flaring in the fourth quarter. Been a very physical one, to say the least. You can just tell if you look at the scoreboard. Defensive clamp down from both sides. Mariemont brings a double team on Wiley. He just dribbles around it. And a very nice, nifty touch off the glass from the freshman, having himself a game, and he gets ran over with a hard screen from Timmy Stewart.
I think that was put a little bit of body into that from that no call he just got.
Yeah. Nobody to blame but your own teammate, though, when you get hit with the screen that hard.
Yeah.
Gray trying to make a play, turns it over in the corner. Here's Tully in the other direction, behind the back, right into the first row of the student section. Not the right Warrior.
Will Stevens frustrated right there. He was wide open, headed to the basket. Tully just, I don't think he saw him, or he didn't like the look. One of the two.
I mean, all you got to do is take a look at the Mariemont bench to see how depressing of a night this one's been. We know what this team's capable. They went on the road 2 weeks ago and got a huge win over Indian Hill. They played Cincinnati St. Xavier, a Division I team in the GCL. Obviously, they ended up getting blown out in that game, but they played them to single digits in the first half. This team can play with anybody, but they just don't have it tonight consistently, besides a little bit of a spurt in the third quarter.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a good stretch there in the third, but just since then, you really haven't seen anything that you'd think that the Warriors deserve to win this game with.
Svedson finds Trenkamp up top. He's been awfully quiet. And you get Will Stevens with a push. It's the Warriors' 7th team foul, which will send the senior to the line. Cowboys are now in the bonus.
That's an awful spot to be if you're the Warriors here. You're down 16 and you're putting them in the bonus with 4 minutes left. This is starting to get a little out of reach for the Warriors.
One thing Wyoming can do is shoot it too. Starting with this guy right there. 3 threes in the first half alone.
Yeah, this is the last guy you want at the line right now.
1 for 2 from the line. Warriors got to start moving quick. Northrup to Tully. Gray all up in Tully's grill. Stevens thought about it. He's going to pull it. Not going to fall. Svedson fouled on his way down from the rebound, and he's going to go to the free throw line once again.
I might be seeing a different game, but I did not see that foul call there. It looked like just a tip in the ball by both of them, but I think they're going to dock that one on Northrop.
Svedson knocks down the first. Will averaging 11 points per game in his senior season.
Yeah, Svedson shooting 85% from the line. Just not the guy to foul here.
Yeah, Wyoming as a team, 66% from the free throw line, so Mariemont at 64%. Wyoming only a slight edge in about every category besides the massive edge they have over the Warriors from beyond the arc, and they've proved that tonight. Mariemont obviously only 24 points. Nothing's worked offensively for them besides in transition, but if they're not knocking down threes, it's going to be a tough task to beat a team that's obviously overwhelmingly good for this entire Cincinnati Hills League, let alone Division II basketball.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys have done a great job on defense tonight with the help defense on Timmy Stewart, just closeout after closeout, not giving very many open looks, but of course, as I say that, open look from the block for Northrop.
Tully on the steal, and he gets the stick back, cuts the lead down to 15 as we're officially under the 3-minute mark. So the Warriors bring on this press, and it's working. They break it here. Wiley in the short corner slows down, now double team, trying to find anybody, and another turnover. Here comes Will Stevens in transition, doesn't see Gray behind him, goes up and over, off the mark. And here comes Evans in transition, right-hand layup, it's good. Meanwhile, at the other end of the court, Dave Caldwell is furious with the baseline official. Stevens can't make the layup. Foul by Stalzer. I think the Warriors are intentionally fouling Owen because that's why Dave Caldwell was so upset, what I was just explaining there. I think they're kind of playing the hack-a-shack game that we've seen a lot of the time, where you want to send them the line and then immediately get the ball back. Normally teams do it when they're in a possession or position like the Warriors, where they need possessions over stops. But I would say this one's just about wrapped up.
I also think you want them to foul him because you had two Cowboys in transition wide open, no one else down the floor. Might as well take your shot at some free throws when that's a free layup.
One for two from Evans. Got to give credit to Will Stevens. He is not backing down right now. I've seen a lot of heads being hung on this Warriors team. Sam Northrop airballs the three, and here's Grayson in transition. Offensive foul on Lance Grayson. It is just not his night tonight.
I hate to say it, but that was a great acting job by Sam Northrop right there. It looks like he barely got touched, and he went straight to the ground.
He's the game MVP so far for Mariemont. I know it's tough to put one on the team that's trailing by 18, but Northrop has 8 points coming off the bench. Like I said earlier, he doesn't play too many minutes. Tully knocks down the mid-range jumper from the free throw line, cuts the lead to 16. Warriors stay in the press. Here's Wiley. Svedson, wide open layup for Evans. It's good. But yeah, I'd say Sam Northrop and Will Stevens, the two guards, they're really playing their hearts out tonight. And they're playing good too.
On the other side of the floor, you got to give it to Svedson with just the 5 threes that he hit. I think all in the first quarter almost, and then Devin Evans, the freshman, also playing a great game tonight.
Yeah, both those guards filling in for Lance Grayson, who typically scores 14 a night with 3 rebounds and 3 assists, and also shoots 39% from 3. He hasn't even shot a 3 tonight. So Wyoming just proving top to bottom Matt Rooks' squad. When their top dog is having an off night, they can still have their way on the road.
Very, very nice team I hate to say it already, but very nice team win by the Cowboys here almost.
Yeah, you can chalk it up. Only 95 seconds left. And this was expected. However, I think Dave Caldwell has a lot to be frustrated with his team tonight.
I think as a coach, you're obviously going to have high expectations for your guys. You know what they can do. You know how they can play. And the Warriors, not saying that they should have won this game, but it should have been a little closer than this, in my opinion.
Daniel Bronson, after the Hanser offensive rebound, can't get the triple to go. Wiley, reverse layup and an exotic one. Never had a chance, and it's going to go the other way to Mariemont. 1:01 left.
I was talking about this fast pace of play, and that's what the Warriors want, but it almost seems like it's what they didn't want. You just find you're seeing many Cowboys players wide open down the floor for free layups.
Oh no, this is definitely not what you want to see. Sacco Stalzer goes up for the layup and immediately goes down. Looks like he grabbed his left leg in the knee area. It was an awkward fall.
That's never what you want to see. That's just terrible.
He's having a heck of a junior year. We really hope that Sacco is all right. And in the closing stages, I mean, only 52 ticks left. This is the last thing the Warriors need as they're heading into tournament play. And just for Sacco overall, great athlete.
Looks like number 14 is going to be all right.
Yeah, I think it was a very awkward fall. It looked like he got scared. It's good to see him walk off on his own. Obviously, he's going to talk to the trainer and reset. And someone else is going to shoot the free throws for him.
It's like Nolan Thigh would be taking his place at the line.
But yeah, Owen, I mean, if you want to break down this game, nothing went Mariemont's way. And we can bash him for it on the broadcast, but teams have nights like this. It's middle of the week, Tuesday night against the #1 team coming into your place. So maybe this is the game they needed to where they'll go watch film and reset. Nice stick back from Thigh. He's going to go to the line once again. But overall, they have a lot to bounce back from. And no better time of the year to crank it up than right now as we head into February at midnight tonight.
Yep.
Seems like with Dave Caldwell running the show for the Warriors as their head coach, they've struggled a lot during the regular season in CHL play, but he always has his guys ready to go during the tournament.
Last year, the Warriors had a great tournament run.
And all the way to the, was that district final? Or no, they won the district final? And
I don't know, but it was ended by a great Taft team who
eventually won state, if I'm not mistaken.
They did, and they earned every bit of the win.
Stevens kicks it out to Hanser. Mariemont students, they stayed all the way. Loyal fan base here at Mariemont High School. Nice pass from Charlie Tully. Thigh finds Bronson inside, going up against an Eiffel Tower in there. And Hanser with the offensive rebounds tied up. The Warriors will have it with 14.5 seconds left. Wyoming officially emptying out their bench in a great road victory.
Yeah, it's a good reflection game for the Warriors. They got a lot to work on, and I think Coach Dave Caldwell will get them. He'll get them his guys ready for this tournament coming up. Great pass there by Will Stevens.
Oh, great finish to finish a not so great effort from Mariemont. Wyoming comes in and dominates on the road, 50-36. Cowboys beat up the Warriors in a CHL conference matchup. Wyoming season sweeps Mariemont, and they're on the way to season sweeping everybody. Now 12-0 in the CHL, 17-2 overall. The Warriors fall to 11-7 and 7-4 and 7-5 in the conference. Thank you all for tuning in. Owen Metz and Luke Brenneman, ICRC. Have a good night to all.